Turner Entertainment Company, Incorporated is a media company founded by Ted Turner. Purchased by Time Warner, along with Turner Broadcasting System, the company was largely responsible for overseeing its library for worldwide distribution. In recent years, this role has largely been limited to being the copyright holder, as the library has since been incorporated into that of Turner Broadcasting's sibling company Warner Brothers. Background: on March 25, 1986, Ted Turner and his Turner Broadcasting System purchased MGM from Kirk Kerkorian for $600 million, and renamed it MGM Entertainment Company, Incorporated. However, due to concerns in the financial community over the debt load of his companies, on August 26, 1986, he was forced to sell MGM back to Kerkorian for approximately $300 million. However, Turner kept MGM's film, television and cartoon library as well as a proportion of United Artists' library, forming Turner Entertainment Company, Incorporated. The library also included the pre-1950 Warner Brothers titles, the Fleischer Studios' famous Studios Popeye cartoons originally released by Paramount Pictures, the U.S. Latin American Australian distribution rights to the RKO Radio Pictures library, and Gilligan's Island and its animated spin-offs. In December 1987, Turner acquired the worldwide rights through license to 800 RKO films from its then-parent company Azray Capital Corporation. On October 3, 1988, Turner Broadcasting launched the TNT network, and later Turner Classic Movies to use their former MGM UA library. In doing so, Turner has played a major part in film preservation and restoration. By broadcasting such classic films as The Wizard of Oz, Casablanca, Singin' in the Rain, Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, King Kong, Easter Parade and the original The Jazz Singer, on numerous Turner-affiliated cable channels, as well as in showing them in revival movie houses and home video around the world, Turner introduces a new generation to these films and makes sure these films are not forgotten. On November 29, 1989, Turner made another attempt to buy MGM UA, but the deal failed, and Turner formed Turner Pictures and Turner Pictures Worldwide instead. In 1991, Turner purchased Hanna-Barbera Productions, most of the pre-1991 Ruby Spears Productions library, and Man from Atlantis from Great American Broadcasting. Shortly after Turner Broadcasting launched Cartoon Network, and later Boomerang, to use its vast animation library. In 1993, Turner purchased Castle Rock Entertainment and New Line Cinema. Turner Entertainment self-distributed much of its library for the first decade of its existence, but on October 10, 1996, Turner Broadcasting was purchased by Time Warner and its distribution functions were largely absorbed into Warner Brothers, and as a result, Turner now largely serves merely as a copyright holder for a portion of the Warner Brothers library. Hanna-Barbera's current purpose is the in-name-only unit of Warner Brothers. Animation is to serve as the copyright holder for its creations such as the Flintstones, Scooby-Doo and Yogi Bear, while Time Warner's divisions handle sales and merchandising. Production company, Turner Entertainment, as a production company, also creates original in-house programming, such as documentaries about the films it owns, new animated material based on Tom and Jerry and other related cartoon properties, and once produced made-for-TV movies, miniseries, and theatrical films such as Gettysburg, Tom and Jerry, the movie, Fallen, The Pagemaster and Cats Don't Dance under the Turner Pictures banner. Turner also had an international distribution sales unit, Turner Pictures Worldwide Distribution. Turner Pictures folded into Warner Brothers after the Turner-Time Warner merger, and currently holds the distribution rights to the films made by the production division. The Pagemaster and Cats Don't Dance were produced under Turner Feature Animation, Turner's animation unit headed by David Kirshner and Paul Gertz. Spun off from the feature division of Hanna-Barbera Productions, Turner Feature Animation was folded into Warner Brothers. Feature Animation, which was then merged into Warner Brothers. Animation. Turner also had a television unit called Turner Program Services which had run until 1996 when it was rebranded as Telepictures Distribution, which distributed Mama's Family and all TPS shows after 1996. In 2003, Telepictures Distribution was folded into Warner Bros. Television Distribution, which meant Telepictures took over all series that were first run and distributed by TD. Home video. In the first decade of its existence, Turner released most of its own catalog on home video through Turner Home Entertainment. However, the MGM and Warner film libraries which Turner owned were still distributed by MGM UA Home Video along with the until their rights expired in 1999, while they handled the home video distribution of titles from the RKO library. The released films produced by Turner Pictures on home video with their distributors and independently released the Hanna-Barbera cartoon library on home video. They also released World Championship Wrestling pay-per-view events, wrestler profiles, and best of packages on video until the demise of WCW in 2001. The WCW video library, along with WCW itself, was sold to the World Wrestling Federation in March 2001. From 1994 to early 1997, they also distributed home video releases from New Line Home Video, taking over from Columbia TRI-Star Home Video as well as PBS programs. NLHE distributed New Line films on video by itself from 1997 until the Warner Bros./New Line Cinema merger in 2008. PBS shows are now distributed on video and DVD by PBS's own distribution company, PBS Distribution. In 1994, they entered a distribution deal with Columbia TRI-Star Home Video in the UK until the deal expired in 1997. Upon the Turner-Time Warner merger, they was absorbed into Warner Home Video as an in-name-only unit in December 1996. However, Turner Classic Movies does release special edition DVD box sets of films from both the Turner and Warner catalogs under the TCM label. Library. Turner Entertainment's current library includes nearly all of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's film, television and cartoon library released prior to May 23, 1986, ending with the film Killer Party released on May 9, 1986. This includes The Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Singin' in the Rain, Ben-Hur, Dr. Zhivago, 2001, A Space Odyssey, A Christmas Story, and Tom and Jerry, amongst others. Material from MGM's predecessors post-1917 that did not enter the public domain, such as Wild Oranges. Some material from United Artists. The US and Canadian distribution rights to the RKO Radio Pictures Library, including King Kong, Bringing Up Baby and Citizen Kane. The former Associated Artists Productions catalog. Warner Brothers Library released prior to January 1, 1950 nearly all of the pre-1950 Warner Brothers feature films such as Seven Sinners, The Jazz Singer, Mystery of the Wax Museum, Black Legion, The Adventures of Robin Hood, The Maltese Falcon, Casablanca, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Now, Voyager and The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Material from WB silent films post-1918 that did not enter the public domain, such as Lady Windermere's Fan, Lucretia Lombard and Beau Brummel. Pre-September 1948 Warner Brothers live-action short subjects. Pre-August 1948 Color Looney Tunes Merry Melodies. Harmonizing Merry Melodies. The Fleischer Studios Famous Studios Popeye cartoons, originally released by Paramount Pictures. Gilligan's Island and its animated spin-offs. Almost all the Hanna-Barbera Productions library, including Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, The Flintstones, The Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, and The Smurfs. Almost all the pre-1991 Ruby Spears Productions library, including Farnface, Thunder the Barbarian, Mr. T, Saturday Supercade, and Dragon's Lair. Man from Atlantis television movies and TV show, produced by Solo Production Company. References. External links: Turner Broadcasting System, Incorporated. Turner Entertainment at the Internet Movie Database.